Hey guys, what's up? Angren with another Path of Exile1 Legacy of Phrecia lightning side build guide update, and today I want to show you how you're gonna gear if you finally got the Svalinn, or how you're gonna gear when you reach the very end game if you need a guide that will tackle early stages of the map and the middle stages of the map. I got my other two build guide. Today we want to talk about how you're gonna gear when you get to the areas where you're gonna need to spend multiple divines on your items. So let's gonna start. I want to show you which stats you should look for and which you should definitely take care of. Also, which gear you should prioritize in the end game, and also which things I did change for my skills to get the Svalinn going, and some other tips. And I will also show you how to more easily get a lethal bride, because yeah, it can be really tough to get a good one with the mods you want to have, with like endurance, charge and kill, and gain really rage on hit. So let's gonna start about the stats first that you should hit. So first of all, you should 100% spell suppression chance, because it means that you will 100% get 50% less spell damage, which is a lot. And if you're gonna have some maps that have minus spell suppression chance, you can even think about going for even more spell suppression chance in like your helmet, so you get more spell suppression chance. Otherwise, if you're dying too much with like the map modifiers with minus spell suppression chance, avoid them. Also, still important, nothing new, get your max stress going, and that's really important, and that's what I'm still lacking. But yeah, I have a mage plan now because I got really lucky with all this puzzle box, so I don't need to focus on that. Get more chaos stress, get like 30 to 40 chaos stress, that's really important. And also get a high amount of evasion rating, get around 10,000 evasion rating right now through my armor. That's really important because that's one of your main defense aspects. And also get like at least 3.7k life and above 1k energy shield. I still have kind of low energy shield. You can get way higher. You can get like 1.5k energy shield and even more life. So then you will be fine for your content. Now we're going to talk about the gear changes that you should tackle, especially when you acquired your Svalinn. But before we're going to jump into that, please leave a like and a sub if you like my videos in general, with a more casual approach in PoE, and also ask some questions in the comments down below if you have some of them, and also follow me on my Twitch and my other social media channels, where I also online multiple times a week. So in the last video we talked about which things you should update with your taming and things and your gloves that you need to get projectile spears and additional targets are still needed. But we're going to talk about now when you got a Svalinn. So Svalinn is about 4 divines right now. It is really worth it. Why? Because your chance to block is lucky. So if you're gonna have 4 divine orbs, get your Svalinn. So what does chance to block is lucky means? If you're gonna block an attack or a spell, I have now 31 chance to block attack damage, which is still not good. I still need more block chance, but yeah, I will get it with more gear. If I'm gonna fail to block that attack with 31%, normally I would just take the full damage. But with a lucky chance, I will have another roll after fail to get another block chance with another 31%. So I have a higher percent block chance because it will roll twice when I have my block chance. For the people that got new into PoE that doesn't even know what block is, blocking is a layer of defense that will entirely prevent damage from enemy hit unless modified by some outside effect like glancing blows. The chance block is a random roll made for each hit. So that's why this is so important. So you have a much higher effective roll of your chance to block, which is really great. That's the reason why this item is such a huge defense boost. It will help you a lot that you don't die that much, especially with a blind prophet you're gonna have. What do you need for this shield to get it going now? As I said, you're gonna need kind of higher chance to block it. Well, you need a Tempest shield, and well, yeah, I need to get this to 20% quality, but your Tempest shield will get you 25% chance to block spell damage while holding a shield, and we're gonna also get immunity to shock. So that's a really important thing to get. So if you're gonna have Svalinn, also get Tempest shield, and also get a cluster tool with prodigious defense that will get you chance to block spell damage and also a chance to block attack damage. And you can get this also here in the south, so get one in the eastern side of the tree and also one in the southern side of the tree, and get this. Now so you're gonna have even more chance to block the damage. You can even acquire more block damage just get a replica reckless defense with a higher chance to block spell damage and block attack damage rating. That will also help you really much. And if you try to get into the southern part of your tree to get your jewel socket going, your cluster jewel, so you will get another prodigious defense for more chance to block spell and attack damage, but you are not level 100 yet. Try to get your chance to suppress spell damage on your gears, so you can at least remove 2 points here, and you can technically also remove these points if you would go for the cluster jewels. That would be 4 points, and that would be 6 points. If you would have a proper cluster jewels, I have a really cheap one for like I think 30, 40 C, because with a proper cluster jewel that would be around 7 div. The martial prowess would be here instead of the fuel fight, and then you would not need the 2 extra points, but with that 4 points and that 2 points, you should have at least enough points. It would be 3 points in here, and then it would be another 2 points, so that would be enough for your cluster tool to get it going. So definitely take it. I didn't have it yet because, as I said, I got Mage Blood, and yeah, basically I don't need it. But if you don't have Mage Blood, take it. But what do you need now to get Tempest Shield going? Because it needs 25% of your mana reservation. Well, you need an Enlighten of level 3. And an Enlighten of level 3 is around 300 chaos right now, up to 330, maybe 350. So I think it is around 2.5 diffs right now. You need this additionally to your Svalinn. So after you got your Svalinn shield, also spend your currency on Enlighten spell and then get Tempest Shield, so you can get Wrath, Praise, and also Tempest Shield going. It can be that you still have not enough mana for precision, because you're gonna have not that much mana. You need to get at least more mana, and for the beginning you need to deactivate precision, and you can reactivate it if you have enough of your mana. And also, it is important if you have Svalinn, because you no longer have Flyker Sight and your attacks can miss now, get a claw with hits and be evaded. Get this by yourself and craft this by yourself. But as I said again, you can get this by yourself and craft this by yourself with recombinators, but watch the video, because yeah, I'm not that good in recombinators. I just got this on PU trade for I think 5 divine orbs. It's really important that you will get around 400 ele damage with your claw, but you also get some attack speed. Really nice would be a global crit strength multi, but I think that would be over the top and would be at least too expensive. You can afford it. Also get some fire damage. Why are we gonna get cold damage, lightning damage, and not cold damage on attacks? Because it is local damage. Local damage only applies to your weapon, and then it will multiply with your damage. So the first priority on your claw, that hits can't be avoided. Also attack speed on it, and then at least 400 ele damage with your claw. That should be fine. So this was for the Svalinn part. So it is really important. Get a cluster tool with block attack damage. Get your Tempest Shield with chance to block the damage, and then equip your Svalinn shield. So what we also gonna upgrade after that? Well, as I said countless times before, you get really good armor. I have armor now with 0.5k evasion rating and also 500 energy shield. If you want, you can also craft this by yourself with a recombinator. I don't have the exact knowledge of it with the recombinators because I started to playing PoE for the first time in 2 years. But check out Fubguns video he made, basically a video where he explains every gear slot, how you can craft it with recombinators. It's really good. I will link it in the description. If you're lazy and don't want to spend any time on your crafting, just get it on PoE trade. So if you want to buy this on PoE trade, just put it on your trade side, get around 400 energy shield, at least 2000 evasion, 6 link with 3 reds, 2 greens, 1 blue, and at least a chance to spell damage, because it is really important to get like 10%. So you're gonna reach your cap, and it is around 3 divines. Yeah, it can be expensive. You can also go, as I said, like for 1.5k evasion rating, but that will be maybe at least cheaper. As you can see, the upgrades are already in the divine areas. But it is what it is. After my last update, it will be in a place where you need multiple divines to upgrade your gear. And if you get lucky, you will get some res on it. But it is important to get a chance to suppress spell damage. And also, if you can afford it, get a implicit with melee. It's have 70% chance to fortify. Also, some crit strike multiplier for attack damage. That's really important. So that are some really big upgrades with Svalinn, the armor, and then line. So what things you can upgrade next? Well, as I said, upgrade your gear with more chaos res. So always try to stay on your maxes but get more chaos res. I still have a really garbage boots, but you can get at least 35% chaos res here. You can get at least like 35% chaos res on your helmet. You can also get maybe at least more chaos res here on your gloves, but they are mostly for your attack speed and for your projectiles to pierce the targets. Get this on your boots, on your helmet, and if you can afford it, but it's not that mandatory, also on your belt. And as I said, check out Fubguns video if you want to craft it by yourself. Now, also as I said in my last video for your gloves, get increased attack speed on your gloves, get projectile spears and additional target. Also get a yoke of suffering. It is important like 1.5 or 2 divine plus. I will advise you to upgrade this at the last because the Maline's Felicity is still a really great item and you can use this if you have enough currency to upgrade your yoke of suffering. So which catalyst you should go? I still don't have any catalyst on my I'm so lazy, I still need to apply them. I didn't need them until now because I basically blasted all of the content. So take the turbulent catalyst on your rings where you're gonna get more damage, and for your yoke of suffering get either your attribute catalyst so you can overcome your strength and your intelligence struggles, or get a prismatic catalyst so you will get more resistance. Also a thing which I didn't talk about, get strength on your gear and also intelligence on your gear. Get like intelligence on your helmet and maybe also intelligence on your boots, and also get 100% strength on your belt. Check out the POB in my description. The build is still based on Fubguns build. And after you got all the upgrades, which things you should go next, and also get a lethal bride. And I also want to show you a quick way how to find your timeless jewel. You will go on your POB on find timeless jewel, then go on Phrecia, and then you will get the range on melee hit as your first node, and also get the chance to get endurance charges, and kill these two as your side nodes because you need all of them, and also remove all of the fallback nodes because if you have enough divines like 10 to 15 to maybe 20 divines, you can leave them in. But honestly, if you're gonna get your first timeless jewel, you won't have that many divs to spend. So then just remove the nodes, and then you can basically do a search and make sure that your jewel socket is the win. There's your preferred one is also the Rockiata, but you can just choose for any, and then go for copy trade URL, and then go for the URL. It is very important. I know there will be only really expensive one on the market, so yeah, like one that is 30 divine. So just go for activate live search and just wait until someone drops a really good cluster jewel onto it, and you can even double click them and then test them out. You can also see on which node you will get the rage on melee hit and also chance to gain endurance charges. That is really important, so you will have another layer of defense with the gain endurance charge on kill and melee rage on hit. You don't need a rage on melee hit if you're gonna have this on your gloves. And after that you can just upgrade your gear even more with more chaos rest, but maybe then you can start to save your currency for like a Nimis to swap into a curve class, and then you should be basically done. So this will be my last update video for this version. With that set of gear you should be really fine to farm any content in the game, and it is a really amazing build. For your flask, get a bleed immunity. For your life flask or your shade flask, don't get distracted by the reduced evasion. I got it for mage blood, but get increased evasion rating for the Yard flask and get some charge back after you crit or something. For your silver flask, get reduced effect of curses by like 60%, and for a diamond flask get increased crit strike chance during effect. For prismatic tinctures, get damage penetrates your ALRS and also increase elemental damage with melee weapons, and then you should be really fine. So yeah, now we're also going to talk about the skills a bit. I won't go that much into details because I already talked about them in the later video. I will just go quickly over them. Go for Var Lightning Strike, try to get one with 20% quality. I think it's around 1 div. Also get Inspiration Support, get Multi-Strike, also try to get Awakened. Multi-Strike, that can be really expensive. Get also Elemental Damage with attacks, or also Awakened Elemental Damage with attacks. But the Awakened Elemental Damage with attacks is really expensive with like 10 plus div. Also get added cold damage, And with added core damage, you can get awakened added core damage as your first awakened game because it is pretty cheap with like 100 C or 150 C, and also get Trinity support. And for Trinity support, it is important that you will get cold and lightning damage, so your Trinity bar will fill. You will see it in the background in the showcase that your 3 elements will need to fill up, and only then you will have the Trinity buff damage. That is also really important. So for Willing Plates, also get quality on all of your skills, so get distracted that I don't have quality on it. Get Willing Plates with fast attacks, live tap, and also rage support. And also get Steel Skin with automation and live tap, so it means it will get automated every time by itself. Also get live tap Assassin's Mark with mark on hit, so your Assassin's Mark will always be applied when we're gonna hit. Also 100% get 20% quality, we're gonna have a chance to get power charges when we play them. Also get Frostblink with onboard ailments and bone shield support. Get precision, but only with level 3. I need to increase this by 1 level. Also get Lighten, Shield, Raise, and also Wrath. For your offhand, you can get something like lightning strikes and then buy them, or either try to crop them for level 21, 20 quality. That's around 15 divine orb. So for your Pantheon, get the Soul of the Brine King, so you will be immune to freeze. And also get the Soul of Yugu, so you will have reduced effect on curses. Or if you don't have, the hints can be evaded, or for something like Soul of Garukan, so you won't be blinded. First skilltree hasn't that changed much. I got a lethal right now with some nice modifiers. I got melee rage and hit. I get increased max life, increased melee crit strike chance, and I also get a chance to get endurance, charge, and kill. That's really important. And also the changes I made since the last video: get cluster tool on the eastern side, and also get a cluster tool on the southern side, and then get your tools in it, and also get an abyss tool in your tool socket with flat damage, because that will skyrocket your damage in the sky. And for the rest of the skill tree, just check out the Svalinn. So I hope I could do a really cool update for the build. It is the really end game, and with that 3-part series of my videos with the early maps, the mid maps, and like early red maps and the end game, you should be really fine to get along the way with your Blind Prophet Lightning Strike and to get you going for some more expensive setups. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a sub, boost my channel tremendously. And if you still have some questions, please ask them in the comments down below. Until the next video, bye.